Mariah Carey filed for primary custody of her children because Nick Cannon is not making time for them. Also, the rapper Monaleo speaks about colorism in the hip-hop industry, and it spawned a huge debate online. To find out more, stay tuned and watch this video. Hello everybody, welcome to the Empressive channel. Mariah Carey is about sick and tired of Nick Cannon and his baby making shenanigans. According to Radar Online, she is now filing to have primary custody of their twins, Monroe and Moroccan. And the reason why she's doing this is because Nick Cannon has way too many babies to spend proper time with them. Now, is this a surprise to me? Absolutely not, because over the years, Nick Cannon has created 12 children with 6 different women, and he has about 1,100 different jobs. So of course he doesn't have time for his twins, and it's just embarrassing. It's really embarrassing on Nick Cannon's part because it actually exposes that he's not as involved with his children as he would want people to believe. And it's not surprising to me to hear that he doesn't spend as much time with his children as he should, but to get that confirmation from Mariah is very telling. I do remember hearing some weeks ago that Mariah wished that Nick carved out more time for their 2 kids, but he doesn't have the time. He has way too many kids and he has way too many jobs, and I don't think he sees the necessity of being present for his children every single day. He'll make his rotations, he'll see them every once in a while, do a photo op, throw some money at the children's mothers and go on about his business, but meanwhile, his children are mostly being raised by their mothers. And the situation is not fair to his children, and it's not fair to Mariah either. And the reason why I feel like it's not fair to Mariah is because this situation has blindsided her. I don't think she would have ever expected that her ex-husband would go on to create 10 more children with 5 other women. I don't think she would have ever expected that. If she knew that ahead of time, she probably would not have gotten with him in the first place. Mariah is not like Nick's other baby mamas who procreated with him knowing that he had multiple children with different women. Mariah wasn't being careless in that way. She was actually married to Nick. They were married for a number of years and they had 2 children in 2011. And after they got divorced in 2014, they were co-parenting and they had a very healthy co-parenting relationship. Some years later, Nick Cannon begins to have more children with different women. He has 3 children with Brittany Bell. He has 3 children with Abby De La Rosa. He had 2 children with Alyssa Scott, and unfortunately, they lost their son. Also, he has 1 child with Bree Teesey and 1 child with Lanisha Cole. And what's so trifling about this situation is he impregnated all 5 of his baby mamas around the same time. All 5 of them gave birth last year. Yes, all 5 of them. And it's just ghetto. It's just really, really, really ghetto. There's just no other way to explain it. And it's disheartening for his oldest children because their father no longer has time for them. And I'm pretty sure they feel neglected by him, which is pretty sad and shameful. It's not a good look for Nick at all. I think Nick has failed to manage fathering his children effectively. He spread himself way too thin and he can't be present. I think at this point he needs to stop having children and learn how to manage the kids he has and be more present. He could actually do what P. Diddy does. Diddy is a serial baby daddy as well. He has multiple children by different women, but I respect the fact that Diddy has been able to raise his children in a blended environment, and he seems to be very present in their lives. That's something that Nick Cannon is going to have to do moving forward if he at least wants to have a decent relationship with his children. He needs to bring his children together, make sure his baby mamas are all on one accord, and just raise a blended family so it could be easier for him and the kids. This is the only way he could really make this chaotic situation manageable. Now, I want to pause this video right here and say thank you to Sonic Bonnet for sponsoring this video and partnering with me. The Sonnet bonnet is not your everyday bonnet. It's a luxuriously silky bonnet with the power of Bluetooth technology. Built into its breathable elastic headband are a set of Bluetooth earphones, so you could start, pause, and play sounds from your phone, answer calls, and more, all with a tap of a button. The Sonnet bonnet is the perfect companion for your daily self-care and hair care routine. Once you tuck your hair into its comfortable, silky head cap, you'll be sold. Indulge yourself in this nightly beauty regimen and sleep soundly and sweetly with your favorite sleep sounds, music, podcasts, and audiobooks. And guess what? You'll never have to worry about losing your earbuds. The Sonic Bonnet earphones are USB chargeable with over a 3 nights charge and are easily removed and replaced for when you want to wash your bonnet. This self-care is for the mind, body, and hair. Treat yourself to a Sonic Bonnet today at sonicbonnet.com, and while you're at it, grab a gift for a friend or a loved one. I honestly can't think of a cuter gift. Take advantage of the free US shipping on all orders over $50 now at sonicbonnet.com. Once again, I want to thank Sonnet Bonnet for partnering with me and sponsoring this video. Now on to the last topic. This topic has gotten a lot of attention in the past few days. The rapper Monaleo recently did an interview on the Hollywood group chat, and she was asked about her experience with colorism in the music industry, and this whole discussion spawned a huge debate online. There was a whole discourse on colorism versus reverse colorism. So colorism, as we know, is prejudice and discrimination against dark-skinned people. And this is on a systemic level. Historically, dark-skinned people, especially dark-skinned women, have had to work harder in society to get the same opportunities, respect, and acknowledgement as their lighter-skinned counterparts. And they oftentimes have to deal with unfair obstacles. Now, on the flip side, there are a lot of people who believe that reverse colorism is a thing, because there are some light-skinned people who have expressed that they've been picked on for their skin tone. And that could be a true experience. I don't want to say that it's not, because I do hear it very often. But what a lot of those people don't realize is their experience is not the same as the experience of a dark-skinned person. There's a lot of layers and levels to this. I mean, there are several groups across the world who deal with colorism. And a lot of times their physical value is based on their proximity to whiteness. So the lighter they are and the more defined their features are, the better they will be treated. This not only happens in the Black community, but this happens in the Asian community and the Latino community. I mean, it happens all over. So this is a very real thing. But unfortunately, when dark-skinned people talk about their experiences, they're oftentimes gaslit and dismissed and criticized. And the discussion is never really fruitful. So it's unfortunate, but I am glad that Monaleo spoke honestly about it.
Colorism is very real. It's a very real thing, for sure. And it definitely is easier for, not to take away from anybody who is a light-skinned rapper, but it's definitely easier for a woman with a lighter complexion to blow up quicker than a dark-skinned woman, for sure. I've seen them have to work 110 times harder and lyrically be more skilled lyrically, have better visuals. You know, that's what I will say. You notice a pattern, like there could be an influx of light-skinned rappers and they wouldn't necessarily have to be as talented lyrically or put as much effort into their visuals.
What Monaleo said was very true and very interesting. I mean, if you look at the crop of female rappers today, the ones who get the most promotion and attention on the blogs, and even the ones who get more endorsement deals, are women of a lighter hue. And you notice they're either light-skinned or mixed race. In fact, there are more mixed-raced female rappers represented in music today than ever before. But then you look at their darker-skinned peers who have been out for a longer time or have been out around the same time, but don't get nearly as much attention. They haven't progressed as fast as some of their lighter-skinned peers. And that's very noticeable. But this is not to say that some of the light-skinned women who are popular don't deserve to be where they are, because some of them are very, very talented and they definitely deserve to be in the position they're in. But there are some who don't have as much talent and they get certain opportunities that other talented dark-skinned women don't get. And it's just the truth. And you know what? I will add an exception. Megan Thee Stallion has been one who has achieved a lot of mainstream success, and she's a brown-skinned woman. But other than that, it's just not commonly seen today, if you notice the pattern. Anyway, tell me what you all think about this video down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video if you care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.